need some something to get going. But nowadays it's become abused. But anyway, if you're very, very poor and you have a very beautiful daughter, this is a big anxiety. Because if you can't get a proper husband for your daughter, you will suffer for the rest of your life. And not like me, he had a wife whose tongue was like a razor blade. Always cutting him. What kind of Brahmin are you? Get some dan, get some charity, arrange the wedding of your daughter. Always cutting him. One day she said, look, I'm not going to cook, I'm not going to clean, I'm not even going to let you back in the house. You get some dan, you arrange the wedding of your daughter, or you don't come home. So he thought, oh, what to do? Anyway, he thought, Krishna, he's Deena Bandhu. He's a friend of the poor. He will certainly help me. He must be there in Gabarban. So he came here, and Krishna and Radharani and all the Sakhis were here on this hilltop. And he bowed before Sri Krishna and explained his problem. And Krishna said, Arey bhai, now what am I supposed to do? All the money is with Nanda Baba and Nandagam. I'm just a cowherd boy here in the forest with my cowherd girlfriends. I don't have any money. So that Brahmin, he began to cry. Now we know Krishna doesn't like to see the Brahmins unhappy. We sing every day, Namo Brahmanya Devaya, O Brahmana Hitayacha. Hit means the welfare. We like to see the welfare of the Brahmins and the cows. So Krishna thought for 1 second, he said, anyway, I don't have any money, but I have one Priya. Priya, means deer. And for those from England, deer means something very, very costly. Just like the Americans, they flip out if they call it gasoline, here we call petrol. If it comes up to $4 a gallon, then they freak out. But I was just in England, they sell it by the liter, but I calculated it out by gallon. It comes out to like $7.58 $8 a gallon. Oh, it is so dear. So I don't have any money, but I have one Priya. And Krishna actually made sankalp, and he gave Radharani in charity to that Brahmin. Now that Brahmin really began to cry. Alright, first of all, I have one daughter, I can't even get her married, now you give me a second one, now my wife is going to kill me! And Radharani said, but Shamsun, 1 second, I can't live without, no, I give in charity to Brahmin, now I cannot touch. But Priyanath, I can't live 1 second, no, I give charity to Brahmin, I cannot touch. Then Radharani began to cry. And seeing Radharani crying, all the gopis began to cry. So Krishna thought, now what to do? So he said, all right, you bring me one scale. Not like in your bathroom at home, but when you go to buy your fruit like that. And you put Radharani on one side of that scale. On the other side, you put all your gold and silver and diamond and ruby and pearl and emerald and bracelets and necklace and everything you put on the other side. If you go to the big temple in Delhi, you'll see right behind Gaur Nitai, the Russian devotees have made beautiful painting of this pastime. So when all that gold and silver and pearl and diamond weighed just as much as Srimati Radhika, then he gave that all in charity to that Brahmin. That Brahmin became very happy. Haribo, Haribo, Haribo. He ran off to Unchagaon to arrange the wedding of his daughter. And Radharani became very happy. Seeing Radharani happy, all the Sakhis became happy. In one stroke, Krishna made everyone very happy. Sri Sri Radha Krishna ki Jai. So this place has become known as Dangar. And the beautiful deities of Radha, Dan Bihari. And we shouldn't come on Prikrama just like sightseeing. Just like there's one lady, she always used to come. And she would give donations in her favorite temples. She'd always bring some saffron here. Because you see, Dan Bihari's got these beautiful saffron and chandan and nice decorations on his face. So now she's doing service in the temple, so she doesn't go on Prikama. So she just sent 3 little dibbas of saffron for Dan Bihari. So we should think like that. Find out which is your favorite place, and whenever you come, you do some seva like that. We shouldn't come in sightseeing mood, but in seva mood. From here, we'll go see the temple of Jaipur Mandir. Because originally, if you know where to look, you can see the ruins of the very original temple. Then there was a second temple. You see there's extra dome there. You see that's where the kitchen is now. And now there's a very beautiful temple there. But previously it was just that where the ruins are, there was just simple temple. So the king of Jaipur, Sawai Madho Singh, all of the later kings of Jaipur, they're called Sawai because they figured they're 25% better than the previous guy. So this is Sawai Madho Singh. There's Madho Singh, but I'm Sawai, I'm 25% better. Anyway, he bought this hilltop, and then he tried to bring Radharani from that other temple. We built this beautiful temple, we'll see, beautiful Rajasthani architecture. But Radharani refused to move. These Jaipur kings are very tricky. They took all Madan Mohan and Govinda and everyone off to Jaipur. I'm not going to go there. So she wouldn't move from that place. So then he installed his own deities, Radha Kushal Bihari. Kushal means that happiness you feel in your heart. So this is Radha Happy Bihari. And the king, his guru was from Nimbarka sampradaya. You'll see the painting will be there. And we'll see the painting of Nimbarka Acharya. And Nimbarka Acharya traces his line down from the Hans incarnation of the Lord, Hans avatar, Hans Gopal. So we'll see on the left altar Hans Gopal, then 4 Kumaras, then Nard Muni, and then Nimbarka Acharya and his most famous disciple Srinivas. On the far right altar we'll see Radha Nritya Gopal, dancing Gopal. And if you look in the alcove there, you'll see his little chariot for doing Rath Yatra time. So there'll be a lot of people there. We won't have time to speak, so we've spoken everything here. You go take these 3 darshans are there. Then we'll walk around and see all the beautiful paintings. We're too big to explain each one. You just see all the beautiful paintings. And then we'll go to Ladli Lal's Mandir, Sriji Mandir. And then we'll, whichever entrance you came in, you have to come back out that end, because the shoe stall is on the left side when we come down the end of the path. You leave your shoes, you go outside, you take darshan, and then you come back outside and get your shoes and go around the back of the temple and completely... Well, if we're going to Pili Pokhara, you can just go... There's 2 ways you can go out to the main staircase and go down, or you can go straight... We'll go down the straight staircase, because that will take us straight to Pili Pokhara. That would be a very interesting pastime. And here, this is called Hindol, or most of you know Jula. During Julan Yatra time, then Radha Dan Bihari come here, and you see there's a place to hook. They hook the swing, and they swing Radha Dan Bihari here. And we can look across to the other side to Bilasgar. We can see also beautiful Hindol is there. And if you have time, sometimes instead of going through Sankarikor, you just climb up the rocks and go up there to Bilaskar, and you go down in the valley, and suddenly the whole universe disappears. And you just see these nice dough trees and dungar trees, and you just expect any minute Krishna's going to pop up from behind one, wink at you, and disappear. The whole universe disappears there. One time the Japa retreat in Govardhan, they wanted to know some place. I said, you go there. And they went there and they said, hey, they called me up, after 2 hours or so, and I got a phone call. Deena Bandhu, this is such a wonderful place. So sometimes you have time, you climb up, instead of going through the concrete core, you go up, just climb up the rocks up to Bilaskar, go down in the valley, and the whole universe disappears. You're in Old Bridge. Hare Krishna. Left side.